A couple of days ago, I decided to do the dopamine detox cold turkey by completely ignoring whatever I said in my own video a couple of days ago. And of course, I failed so much. I mean, I did it only for like maybe 1 day, 1.5 days, and that's my maximum. And then I just slip off to watching a lot of YouTube videos. That's how my day pretty much went. So if you wanna do the dopamine detox by yourself, I'm gonna teach you what you need to expect from it and how you actually need to do it in a way that you wouldn't fail at all, not like me completely. The first thing first, what you should expect from dopamine detox is, of course, obviously it's gonna be boring, and at the same time, you will be unproductive so much. For some reason, for me, it feels counterintuitive, but if you logically, if you think about it, like something sipping your time and you just have no time to do pretty much anything. But if you completely remove it, for some reason you just don't feel like doing anything at all. It just feels counterintuitive for me. In the past this day, I wasn't feeling motivated to do anything at all. I was lazy so much. I was tired, I was bored, and everything feels even more boring to do them. So for some reason, it was just everything was super boring to me. If you're gonna try to think about it logically, well, kinda does make sense if you're gonna compare it to caffeine, because when you try to stop drinking coffee on a daily basis, first couple of days you will be super tired to do pretty much anything. You would have no energy, which is logical. I mean, everyone knows when you just try to quit the coffee, you don't have any energy. So maybe in this way dopamine detox works pretty much similar. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, maybe it's just me, but for me it was super hard to just do anything at all. I had a lot of stuff to do and I wasn't motivated to do anything. The things that I love to do, the things that I needed to do, anything was hard. I was completely tired. Maybe if I would just, I don't know, rush through it or just power through it, in a couple of days next, maybe everything will be a lot more easier when my dopamine detox will lower completely and everything else will be much more interesting. But I'm not at that stage yet. I'm gonna do it in the next couple of days, maybe, but not now. So yeah, expect that it's gonna be boring, so boring. I don't know exactly how you can express this, but it's just gonna be boring. And you're gonna be unproductive as it will be super unproductive and it will be super hard for you to sit down and do anything. Expect this. And the things that you need to do in order to actually be good at dopamine detox. First, you should avoid emotional reaction, I would say. Emotions are primal way of fail your dopamine detox, because initially whenever you just try to decide when I'm gonna do the dopamine detox, it's probably based on your emotion. Most of the time, whenever I do the dopamine detox, it's gonna be in the middle of the day when I wasted a bunch of hours by watching YouTube. And it's completely emotional, and emotions actually fade away over time, and the reasons why you started doing dopamine detox fades over time with the emotion. So you need to actually have some clear definition for yourself why you're gonna do the dopamine detox, for how long you're gonna do it. You need to plan things out. It's gonna improve your likelihood of making the dopamine detox. And the second thing that you need to remember, and you need to have it, and it's actually hard to have it, but if you have it, it's gonna be super easy. I mean, dopamine detox will be a lot more easier for you, is to have something that is really easy to do. It's really the most crucial stuff that you can do. Sometimes when you're just not feeling motivated to do pretty much anything, you should have something that feels kind of interesting to do, and at the same time it's really easy to do. Interesting and easy should be at the same place. Habits can be a good point to start, or something like to read something, to listen to something. As I read, it's actually okay to listen to some not exactly to music, but to listen to some podcasts, to watch one specific movie per day. It's completely okay. The only thing that you need to avoid is to binge watching watching something without knowing that you're watching it. So pointless scrolling, pointless watching stuff, pointless consuming is a waste of time. If you want to play something, go for it. If you want to just watch something, go for it. The only thing that you need to remember, it should be planned out, and you should exactly know for yourself that yes, I am doing this and not more. Because whenever you're gonna watch some movies, you're not gonna binge watch the next movie afterwards. If you're on a dopamine detox, if you're gonna hold yourself, it's gonna be actually okay. I mean, you're watching something for 2 hours and it doesn't actually change dopamine your levels that much. So if you have the ends on something, go for it, do it. It's not actually bad. So on the day when I was super motivated to pretty much anything, I was playing some strategy games, RTS, Generals. I mean, it's so good game. It was interesting, and when I get bored of that game, well, then I just simply switch to it. It has some end, I can say. For example, when I do the mission, I just feels bored to continue the mission, so for me it's logical. So yeah, indeed, have something easy is super crucial to do, because even the things that is interesting for you to do, for example for me is drawing and making video games, making videos too. It is interesting, but it's hard, you know. You need to have something to do. You need to have some inspiration to start doing this. And on a dopamine detox days, it's really hard to have this inspiration. So I guess it's just gonna be hard. And you need to just simply remember it. Just simply try to not forget that you need to have something interesting and easy to do. Whenever you're gonna fail your dopamine detox, which will inevitably happen if you just trying to do it cold turkey, you need to remember that the more you're trying stuff, like you do the dopamine detox, you failed a bunch of times, then you kind of repeat it again and again, and you're just failing a bunch of times, but you're still continuing doing something. You need to remember that it is actually consistency. The more you fail at something, the more you actually learn from it. So the things that you need to actually implement is conscious, and you need to be conscious about your mistakes, or you need to be consistent with the things that you do. That's pretty much it. It doesn't actually matter how much time you failed, you just need to continue doing this, and inevitably you will win. I mean, in dopamine detox, you will inevitably fail. That's just 100%. It will happen. It will 100% happen. The thing that you need to remember is, what do you learn from it, which is crucial. You need to learn something from your first try. Then try to implement it. Try to avoid what you right now hit. Try to learn from your mistakes is crucial, and then try to do it again. Then you're gonna fail again, try to learn something more about it. That's how you're gonna actually be better at doing the dopamine detox. So I personally learned these things, which is simply have something that is easy to do, have something that is semi-interesting to do, and yes, that's pretty much it. If this video was helpful to you, well, leave a like, subscribe, and if it didn't, well, write down in the comments why. And if you have some good strategic moments to do stuff, it'll be a lot more better to write it down, because I want to improve my dopamine detox, and I want to finally completely be free from dopaminergic YouTube. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.